Last year in July for allegedly smuggling 106 kilograms of crystal meth. And our top news sources reveal details regarding Pakistan's ISI intel theft strategy, which includes stealing India's military response blueprint, hack systems to learn India's attack plans, spyware sent to Indian defense personnel. Even personal laptops and phones have been targeted. It is being operated from Rawalpindi using Indian IP address and Indian servers and VPNs to send the spyware. Joining me on the broadcast is Colonel KPM Das, former National Cyber Security Advisor at Cisco, retired Colonel of the Indian Army. Let me begin this conversation, of course, by asking you, sir, what really becomes the threat as far as the internet is concerned in such situations?
Yes, so there are two threat vectors that we need to look at. One is the threat to the national critical infrastructure. This includes all your telecom networks, oil and gas, transportation, all the healthcare systems, the government systems, and power and utilities, right? So this is classically the first thing that an attacker would look at. The second is all those systems which are there in the operational and tactical levels, which are used by the Army, Navy, and the Air Force to conduct operations. So these have very different strategies as far as cyber defense is concerned, and there are agencies today who take care of that. And I'm quite sure that their present playbook caters for a heightened sense of security, and therefore cyber resilience playbooks and procedures would already be in place.
Okay, Colonel Das, I also want to understand from you, how exactly do the forces then prepare its personnel as well? Because what we've learned is that several attempts have been made to infiltrate personal devices and laptops, and we are in a day and age of social media, and there have of course been several cases of honey trapping in the past as well. How exactly do the forces then deal with such a situation?
Yeah, that's a good question. So if you look at it, not only are we talking of the personnel in Army, Navy, and Air Force, we are also looking at the extended families of these people, who carry their own cell phones. There's a lot of exchanges of messages which are personal. There are messages which are official. So the firewalls between the two is actually the big challenge. There have been many directives from the leadership, from certain agencies in the three services, which actually lay down what are the boundary conditions under which you can use your cell phones. What is more, there are certain areas beyond which, there are red lines beyond which a cell phone cannot be used at all. So for operational reasons, invariably in most armies around the world, there would be handheld devices and cell phones which are sanitized, which has been tested for cyber hygiene, and which has an architecture very different from civilian cell phones. So it is most likely that in the operational and tactical areas, no commonly used commercial cell phones will be used. They'll only use which are sanitized, hardware. So I think that caters for this threat to a large extent. There is, however, this whole issue around social engineering. And like any other cyber actor across the border, our adversaries would be mapping out key personnel, key leadership, the kind of cadence that they do, the routine, the daily routine, who are the people they're in touch with. So all these networks are virtually built by the attackers. And that is when they start doing something called cyber exploit. It's a continuing activity, whether war or peace. There are a bunch of guys tasked just to, map out all the information of the adversary. So it's pretty much a cat and mouse game, is my view.
Absolutely, Colonel Das. Thank you so much for joining us on NewsX this morning to take our viewers through your perspective. Meanwhile, in more news coming in, Pakistan's decision to shut its airspace to India has not only rerouted its own carriers,